Destroy Lonely is dropping his new album If Looks Could Kill this Friday on May 5th. Now in this video, we'll go over everything that we know about this new album. So let's jump straight into this. If you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe and become part of this community. Oh, and also go cop that fresh merch and listen to my new songs in the description. Real quick, if you don't want to listen to this, make sure to skip 10 seconds into the future, but you can sign up for my free newsletter with the first link in the description. It comes every Sunday and details everything that's been happening in hip-hop over the past week, so make sure to do that. Now, If Looks Could Kill does have a lot of hype behind it. I mean, we got the single also titled If Looks Could Kill that was very successful as a leaked snippet, and that we then finally got as a full on streaming platform services song. And I mean, it's been going big on the TikToks and all of that, so you've probably heard that. And we're getting the album with the same name on May 5th now. Now let's take a look at how he announced this thing. So about like 1 or 2 weeks in the past, he decided to just, we kind of knew it was coming, anytime soon, next 2-3 weeks at that point, but he gave us the cover art. And this is the cover art. And I mean, it looks pretty menacing. He's going for that whole like horror, like very dark vibe, Freddy Krueger type of vibe that I'm getting here. He's standing there with the axe. Half of it is just black. It's just him with like a spotlight on top of him. It looks pretty cool. Can't lie, it looks really cool. And now the way that we know this was going to be dropping on the 5th was because he took to Instagram to also then announce that he's going to have like different, pre-order bundles. You can get like a digital bonus track, a vinyl, you can get another like a CD for it. And with each of those different versions, you get also different additional tracks. You get bonus tracks. You get Too Damn Rich and Spillin' on the CD, you get Check the Fleet and Back Sippin' on the vinyl, and with the digital bonus, you get Money and Sex with Ken Carson. Now, we're going to go into the track list a little bit later on, but I just wanted to put this in here because this was how we knew it was be coming out on the 5th, because he said 5/5, so May 5th, so that's how we knew that. Now, obviously, I gotta mention that for if a Destroy Lonely album is dropping, we got a lot of, snippets, leaks before that, and there are a bunch of them. There's a great YouTube video from, I think the last update was April, that goes into all the deal. Like, you can listen to them basically, and it has them all listed in the description, so I really recommend you go do that, because on there we got a lot of them. Now, not all of them are going to be on the album. Now we also got the track list, so we'll see which ones are going to be on the album. But the favorites from the leak so far for me, I mean, it got to be How You Feel, because that's like the longest one, the most complete one we got. I love Brazy Girls too. I think that one's going to be dope. It's also on the final track list. I think Moment of Silence is going to be dope as well. So, that's kind of my favorites. Let me know what your favorites are, though, if you've listened to the leaks or to the snippets in the past couple of weeks prior to this. Now, as I said, we also got an official track list, so now we got to take a look at that. So this right here is it. Now, the reason he's released this, I don't think he wanted to necessarily like that early on, maybe like a day before the release, but it was because a bunch of Russian hackers hacked into the streaming platforms, and they, kind of released a tentative version of his track list that was also, I think, 95% true. I think a couple of changes were made. Let me know if you have more info on that. But let's take a look at this. So we got in total 26 tracks, the last one being a bonus track, as I said, Money and Sex with Ken Carson, that you also get with the digital deluxe or the digital bonus, and that we also got as a snippet before, so we already know what that sounds like. But that is the only feature. So he's going completely solo on this one, which I think is a wise move, because he's still trying to, build his brand, and that's only going to help him with that. Now let's go through this. The intro will actually not be the leak called intro, or I think it was Moment of Silence. It's actually going to be How You Feel, so the most hyped up snippet we got, which I think is going to be cool. The next one, If It Looks Could Kill, so the one we already got, which is, it's kind of like guaranteed to go big. Then we got Fly Shit. Then Which One, that I know is also going to be a leak and that I really like as well. Then we got Raver. I think that's a leak with I'm a Raver but also a rock star, so that one should be dope as well. Then Came in Wit. Then By the Pound, All the Time, Biggest Problem, Chris Paul, Superstar. Then Nunu. Then Right Now. then Which Way that we also got as leaked, so I know that one's going to be dope as well. Then Wagwan, then Moment of Silence, as I already said, one of my favorites. Then Brazy Girls, as I also said, one of my favorites, so my two favorite leaks back to back on here. Then we got Going Up, Passenger, Promo, then Worth It, Red Light, Make Some Work, Safety Interlude, Your Eyes, and then Money and Sex with Ken Carson. So that's the official track list for this new Destroy Lonely record. I think it's looking pretty solid. 26 tracks is a lot, you know, we got to get through that. But look, let's be real. His last album, No Stylist, was a fan favorite. And, you know, a lot of people really liked that. It had a hit song, obviously, with No Stylist, the title track on there. But a lot of people were like, okay, this guy is actually out of Opium. You know, that guy is probably going the biggest right now. And I think that this album only builds on top of that, and we can expect a lot of people to tune into this. So I'm really excited for that. Now, as hot as Destroy Lonely is right now, his shows are looking crazy. If you've seen those clips, I don't think this is going to be like a huge album. Now, obviously, he's, as I said, really popping right now, but I saw this tweet that I know a lot of people were talking about on Twitter, where someone claimed that Destroy Lonely, if looks could kill, will go #1 and they'll bet their life on it or some shit like that. Now, this is not going to happen. You know, we're looking at like 10K first week, at, you know, 10 to 15K first week. That's my prediction. It's not going to go bigger than that. I mean, with the bundles, maybe, you know, after that I got to readjust my thing, but it's not going to be over 20. I can basically guarantee that. And he's not going to go #1 with 20K first week, because in that week a lot of other people are selling more than 20,000 units. So a lot of people that were saying that, I'm sorry, likely you'll be disappointed, because he's not going to be going #1. That shouldn't take away from the importance of this album, though. I mean, Destroy Lonely is someone that I think can go a lot further in the future. I mean, once he gets a Playboi Carti feature on his solo album, he's going to go through the roof as well. If the song is good and they can like market that really well, I think Destroy Lonely is the closest to a Carti predecessor or successor. Predecessor is the one that came before. Successor that we can get out of Opium right now. I don't see Homicide Gang doing that. I don't see Ken doing that anymore. So my hopes are on Destroy Lonely right now, but obviously, you know, if Ken is rolling out a new album as well, we're going to say otherwise. But Destroy Lonely is probably the hottest thing right now coming out of, you know, Opium, at least, coming out of this, you know, new underground sound, whatever. But he's not going to go #1. But he's going to go pretty big. I can almost guarantee that. So I'm really excited for this one. I'm really looking forward to, as I said, Brazy Girls or Moment of Silence, how you feel. Obviously, also a fan favorite. Let me know what you think about this. What's your favorite song that you, or like, what's the song you're looking forward to the most? What's, you know, kind of what worries you with the fact that he's going solo, the fact that maybe he should have put other leaks on there. All of your thoughts and your theories and everything that you got on this, please let me know in the comments down below. If you watched this video to the end and liked it, and you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that like button, and go follow my social media, and most importantly, join my Discord in the description. Until the next one, you'll have an incredible day, and y'all take care.